So I am back out near spawn with all my farms, my iron farm, my mob farm, my gunpowder farm, and my sugarcane farm to go work on my next farm. And that's going to be a kelp farm because I need something to power my super smelter, which is what I'm going to be doing next. I've got all the stuff I need in these 2 shulker boxes. I'm going to get started. Guess we can just cut to the time lapse. And the kelp farm is fully complete. Like all the farms out here, it isn't designed to look pretty, but I like the deep slate tiles. Looks consistent and it looks whatever all around, like the use of glass and everything, so I can see inside the farm. So far, I mean, not bad. I've just been sitting here for maybe like 5-10 minutes. I think that this should definitely fill up pretty quick and I should be able to get enough to fuel my furnaces, hopefully. The only issue is that it's backed up right now. It's only using this furnace. I was hoping that it would have enough so that it would just fill up this hopper, then go to the next one, then go to the next one, like that. But right now, these 2 hoppers aren't doing anything. In other more unfortunate news, apparently both my zombies in here have disappeared, so this iron farm is not working right now, and I'll have to fix that at some point. Alright, so I finished the roof of the museum, and now I'm working on this little center thing. I forgot what it's called. And I figured instead of doing it in a time lapse, I'd build along with you guys. So first things first, gotta build these pillars up a little bit. Now just hop down here. Check out, that's a good height. Might need to be a little taller. Yeah, we'll go a bit taller. Now on this outline circle, we put smooth quartz blocks. Now we just gotta build the smooth quartz all the way up till it's the same height as the pillars all around it. While building it, I noticed something's really wrong about the circle. All that side's like that side's like that. This side is messed up. I don't know why, but it's just a bunch of diagonals instead of like the normal step pattern the other sides have. So I guess I gotta fix that now. Actually, not that bad of a fix. I don't have to tear up a whole lot, just a little bit. Alright, now that I have all the white sides built up, I can go around the edge and trim it out with stairs. Alright, I got the copper roof done. Now I just want to do the little tower in the center. Gonna use some more quartz pillars. And now we're gonna add this little copper roof again. Right now it looks alright, but once this all starts to go oxidized, it's gonna look way better. I just have a few more small details I would like to add. Some of the details I need to add are bridge fences all along the side here. Next thing I want to add is I want to add a little globe over here. Just gonna do that, and then in the top corner I'm gonna add that. It's the best I could do, make it look like an earth with a little 3x3 area. Over back here I had the pillar support so it matches the other sides. And then up front here, I had the staircase down so you could actually get into the museum now. Other than that, I think we're done. I might change a few details. I still have those large flat spaces, which I'm not entirely sure what to do with yet. I was thinking maybe like a rooftop garden would be kind of cool. But other than that, yeah, the museum's done. Just need to wait for all this to age at some point. Alright, that went pretty well. Got 53 emeralds and 5 totems. Alright, now that I finished that raid, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the museum. Alright, now I gotta prep this interior. The first step's gonna be putting slabs all along here so nothing can spawn up here. I don't have to light it up particularly well. I got the top of this wall all slabbed off. The next thing I want to use some redstone lamps to light up instead of torches. I think the lamps would look most accurate to what style lighting would have had back then. I'm just not entirely sure how I want to implement them. The easiest way to do this is probably going to be just hanging down the lamps, something kind of like this. 2, 3. It looks alright. It gives me a lot more light to work with, but this place is still very dimly lit, so I'm gonna have to think of some other ways to sneak in lighting. I think one good way to do that is on these displays here. I'm gonna have the thing underneath the redstone lamp, so go ahead and add all these displays around the walls. Alright, so adding all the displays with the lights helped a lot. Only issue now is that in the very center we have a massive dead zone like around here, and so I think this is where I'm gonna use the hang down lamps more. I was also thinking that I could do a carpet in the shape of a T, and that would light up most of the middle, because I could pack that with lamps and glowstone and stuff. Alright, I've got the carpet installed. I just ran around shearing sheep for a while. There's a surprising number all along here, but I was able to get the carpets. That made me realize I might need a wool farm at some point. That's besides the point. The combination of the display cases and the carpet make it really well lit in here. The roof's a little dark, but that's fine. The floor is completely lit even during nighttime. But now I can start going in here and placing in all of the vases. Alright, so now I'm just gonna make all the pots. I'm only gonna do one symbol per pot because I think that's what looks best for the display. Alright, I've got all of the pots on display, well, all the fragments that I have. There's definitely more shards than just 2 more. I might have to adjust the displays to fit more space. Or maybe I can make use of the space I have up in the roof around the round thing. And honestly, it looks pretty cool in here. Maybe if I could decorate it with some more paintings and other stuff, it would look a lot more like a museum. Starting to become a lot more happier with this build. Saw these big blank spaces, but not too worried. And you can see the copper beginning to oxidize all around the sides there. And it's actually starting to get heavily oxidized. Not heavily, but consistent oxidation around this edge. Maybe because it's closest to the factory. Probably also because this side was the first side placed. Alright, and I added all the paintings, about 20 of them or so, and they really bring the place alive. I think this actually looks a lot more like a museum and not just a weird pottery collection. It looks really nice in the interior now. And then if you ever want to get a painting a certain size on a big wall, like for example this one, if I was just to place it, I'd get a huge one. You try to occupy as much space as possible. But if I want to get that 2x2 one I had, you just fill in the area, place it in the bottom corner, and then you get it. You just gotta cycle between all the other paintings of that same size. The biggest eyesore when looking at the museum from afar is this lip right here. It kind of just has normal terrain, then the flat surface that the museum is just rested upon. It looks like the museum's on this big flat grass plank, and it looks like it's gonna tip over. So in the time lapse, I'm gonna bring this layer down, probably trim this back a little bit because there's a cave right here, and I think this will work naturally with the mounds and everything. But just cut these back, and plus I don't need all of the space on this side. And then this side's okay. It's a little flat, a little obvious in the back, but not as bad as the front. So we're gonna go ahead and start working on that. Alright, in that time lapse you saw me close up this gap and start terraforming it out. On this side you also saw me finish this out. The grass hasn't fully spreaded there yet, but it's working on it. I figured I might as well do the back of this since this has been floating just like the museum as well. And the time lapse was already kind of short, so it wouldn't be that bad. With that being said, I think that's it for this episode. Sorry that it was shorter than all the other episodes, and sorry that it took way longer than it should have. Sometimes episodes are just hard to make, and I spent a lot of time gathering. I didn't mention the 4 or 5 times I went to go quartz mining halfway through the building process on that museum. But anyways, if you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next one.